You're watching the Battered Fans Network.
Chris, the Herons are back. Welcome everybody to episode number 265 of the Battered Herons podcast. I am your host, Daniel Granada, and alongside me, as always, Mr. KBD. How are you doing, sir?
I mean, it looks like we're keeping it within the United States of America, right?
Oh, yes. For those that are not aware, Atlanta is currently beating Montreal in the playing game. So it looks like Inter Miami will be hosting their first ever playoff game at Chase Stadium against Atlanta. Again, game's not over, so who knows? But that's how it's looking right now. So very, very interesting. That's what I wanted. I wanted Atlanta.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't want to see at Montreal because then Joseph's going to bring all kinds of heebie-jeebies to this team. I don't want any of that.
All right. So we're here to talk recap of the season. And I wanted to start with a very general question before we get into some other specifics and stats and just looking over at the season overall. But just a very general question. I'm asking you and I'm asking everybody in the chat. If you could, what's your favorite moment? Like this is a fun season. From start to finish, it was fun. Talking about regular season only, 4 losses.
Yeah.
That's it. 22 wins, 8 draws, 4 losses. What was your favorite moment? And I'm asking everybody in the chat, what was your favorite moment? You think back at these 34 games. What was your favorite moment of the 34 games?
Well, I at this point, I want to ask, can I do a non-Messi moment?
Yeah, I asked you for an Inter Miami of the season. Yeah, it doesn't have to be Messi.
My favorite moment is when Ian Frey came back to play. I don't remember what game that was for. Yes,
I believe it was
because
Philly.
He got a head. It was a header, I believe, that he ended up getting on his return. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna check if it was against Philly or not. But
I think it might have been the same exact game where we was that the 9 versus 11 game.
Let me see. I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to say yes or no.
Okay.
But I do see that. Yeah, go ahead.
No, go.
No, yeah, that to me was my favorite moment. Was seeing Ian Frey come back, especially considering all the tribulation he had to go through with his recovery. So
this is a good one. Even though I didn't like it because I like Yedlin, but Suarez throwing Yedlin across the field, that was a chippy game for sure. Yeah, that was a good one. You know what? I think mine might have been, was it the DC United game? The one where Campana came in and he wasn't going to come in. For some reason, something happened. And then Tata just like, you know what? F it. They just stopped play. Let's put Campana in there. And Campana's first touch, he scores the game-winning goal. Was that DC United?
I think it might have been DC United because if I remember correctly, Chris McVeigh was like completely out of pocket on the play. I think it was against DC United. I would have to check back.
I think that was my favorite. And for those of you asking, the game is still going on, and Atlanta is currently winning 2-1.
Well, and Soccer Daddy's mentioning Joseph scored. I'm gonna let everybody in on a secret. I made a bet for CF Montreal to win. Joseph scores, and I'm kind of hoping that CF Montreal wins, just so that way my $1 bet turns into a $40 earning.
Atlanta should be up 3-1 right now, but Brooks Lennon blew an easy goal. But whatever, we're not going to talk about that. All right, so a couple of things that I wanted to cover. Some other people threw in. People just pointing out the fact that I said it was Campana was my favorite moment, and that I always talk crap about Campana. I don't talk as much crap about Campana as people like to say, but whatever. All right, so here are a couple things that I wanted to go over. All right. So the regular season, there's a couple things that I was looking over that that kind of stood out to me. Where am I at? I'm sorry. Here we go. So first, obviously, 74 points, the most points ever by any MLS team. We won the Supporters Shield. I think that's the biggest thing that came from this regular season. Yeah. I personally didn't think it would happen.
Yes.
A lot of people didn't think it would happen because obviously Messi was going to miss so many games and Luis Suarez was going to miss so many games. But awesome. And then Alejandro said Messi's store celebration was his favorite moment of the year. Okay.
Nice. Okay.
All right. So 74 points. Big deal. Now, 79 goals scored by this team. Now, that's a lot of goals. It's still second. The most goals ever scored in the season was 85 by LAFC, I believe in 2019. So it was still second, but we just scored the second most goals in the history of this league. Awesome league. Awesome score. Awesome games. It was really fun to watch.
Well,
goal differential was at 30. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, and just to go over some of that goal scored stuff, right? Obviously, during the campaign when Messi wasn't playing, we won a lot of games, right? But we didn't score as much. So if he would have been present for those games, not only would we have won, but obviously we probably would have had maybe like an average of a goal, 2 goals, somewhere in between there per game. We would have blown that 85 out of the water.
Think about it. Messi and Suarez both ended with 20 goals each. So they scored 40 out of 79 goals. That means they scored more than half the goals for this team.
I'm going to step away just for a second.
Yeah, go for it. So they scored more than half the goals on this team. So Messi and Suarez were obviously a huge part of this. And, I mean, if not for them, obviously we don't win the Supporters' Shield. We're not scoring as many goals as we did. And I understand that the summer window – the summer schedule, we played most of our games without Suarez and Messi. But like Christian said, we didn't necessarily run up to score in those games. Most of those games, if you look back, we won 2-1. Literally, it was 2-1 most of those games. And when Messi and Suarez were playing, we were just putting up a bunch of goals. So you have that happened this year. Another thing that surprised me, we were tied for last in penalty kicks. We only got 1 penalty kick all season, 34 games. You score 79 goals. I'm going to go back and check that. I'm pretty sure if I go back and I check the LAFC's 85 goals, that more than 6 of those were penalty kicks. I have a feeling that we have the record for most I'm blanking here on how do you call a goal that it was in open play. Open play goals. I have a feeling that we have the most open play goals in his. That's 78.
And what year was it? That LA Galaxy or LA
2019? 2019, I believe, is when they got the 85. Check that right now.
LA Galaxy?
So, yeah. So I have a feeling that that was it. And then I guess I'll let Chris look that up. So the only other teams that tied with us as last place only got 1 penalty kick were New England and San Jose, the 2 worst offenses in the league. So they never got scoring opportunities. They were never in the box. How we scored 79 goals. We were constantly in the attack. We constantly had the ball. We were constantly possessing it. And we only drew 1 penalty kick. For everybody that cries about how the refs were going to help Inter Miami, I'm sorry. If you're helping Inter Miami, you're taking more than 1 penalty kick. So that was a wild stat that when I was looking that up was kind of crazy. Go ahead.
I'm actually looking it up, and because I'm seeing. Okay, so it's LAFC that they set it off.
85, right?
Yeah, 2019. I'm trying to see if I can be able to find how many goals they had. Most goals were Carlos Vela. He's the one that had the most goals on the team. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, while Chris looks that up, I'll keep going. All right, so only 1 PK taken. And a little trivia, just off the top, without trying to look. Does anybody know who drew that penalty? Because you would assume that it was maybe Messi, maybe Suarez. Does anybody know? Chris, do you know or remember who drew that 1 penalty that we got all season long?
I think if I'm not mistaken, it was Diego Gomez.
It was not.
I remember he drew a penalty, or is that the one?
It might have been in Champions Cup or Leagues Cup, but it was not in the regular season. In the regular season, only 1. It was not Ruiz.
Wow. Okay, that's incredible.
Aviles, it was not Aviles. I saw somebody put Aviles. It wasn't Campana. It wasn't Ruiz. So was it? It's a handball. I don't know. Was it a handball? I don't believe it was a handball. I know it was. I know who drew it. And I was giving Chris a chance to keep guessing. All right, I'll just say it. Jesus. Alfonso. Alfonso is the only one that drew a penalty for us all year long. Alfonso.
I'm actually trying to see. I can't find the stat on how many goals were through penalties or
I'll look it up.
on the field.
I'll look it up. So, but Alfonso was the only player that drew a PK for us, and Messi took that penalty kick, and it's insane to me that that's the way that went.
Well, and it's crazy again, like how you mentioned it, and I guess while you look that up, to me, like I said, it's like I mentioned before. If Messi was a part of those games, I think that we would have been 1,000% over 85 goals. Because I'm looking at it, so LAFC did score 85 goals in the 2019 campaign, with Carlos Vela.
So here we go.
The leader.
And I got it now. So 84 goals scored by LAFC in 2019. That's the record. Okay. So they had 5 more goals than we did. We took 1 PK. We made that 1 PK. How many PKs do you think they took that season?
8.
11.
Oh.
And they made 9 of them.
Oh, goodness.
So that means they scored 75 goals in open play. We scored 79. So I'm sorry. Our year was much more impressive because we actually scored in open play rather than from the spot. Inter Miami, greatest offense you've ever seen in MLS history. So
that's insane.
100%. 100%. So much more impressive than the LAFC 84 goals. I don't even consider them the whole goal. We have the record now, Chris. It is official. We're saying it. We have the record. So
and you have so many people that are challenging whether Inter Miami at this moment has the best or the most impressive team in MLS history. For anyone to doubt that we do not have the most impressive or the best MLS team in history, they're on some other stuff right now.
No,
completely.
It's wild.
It's insane the kind of vitriol that people have. And Alfonso is a great player. And we're not a dynasty. We're not a dynasty yet, Miem. I get where you're going.
A dynasty needs to be 3 seasons, in my opinion. You need to have 3 seasons of winning.
We're not there yet. We're not there yet, Miem. We're gonna get there, but we're not there yet. But again, for anybody that says that we're not the best MLS team in history or the best roster in MLS history, you're smoking rocks, unfortunately.
All right, so
maybe that's a little drastic.
Nah. All right, and then and Miem is saying that he was just joking.
Yeah, I mean it's hyperbole, so I get it.
I did you see the tweet that I wrote where I was being sarcastic about Messi and why would he get player of the match day when he played less than half the game? And that was me being sarcastic because everybody's saying that he played 2 little games to win MVP. You see all the crap that people are saying to me?
I mean, people are absolutely awful. Like they don't get it.
It was sarcasm. It was sarcasm.
Yeah.
All right.
Dennis is actually putting here in the comments, we got to win the cup before we can say that, Chris. You're right.
I agree.
We do have to win the cup. That's absolutely true. Now, Mitch is actually saying LAFC didn't even win MLS Cup in 2019. These asshats on Apple, in order for Miami to be the best, in order for them to be the best, they need to win the MLS Cup, which I agree with that. You have to walk away with the final trophy. So I totally get it. And shout out to Esbandito. What's up? He says the pressure's on IMCF not to blow this MLS Cup championship run. Listen, I think it's really ridiculous. There's people that are online saying that that the path has been paved for us.
No.
I mean,
look, if you were to tell me, and I know everybody's going to say Columbus, and I get it, Columbus, whatever. The team that worries me the most is Charlotte, and we might get them in the second round.
Yes.
And Atlanta is the one team that has given us the most issues over the last year and a half that Messi's been here.
Yeah.
They beat us, even though Messi didn't play. That was the first loss that we suffered after the Messi era started.
Yeah.
And then this season, they beat Messi at home 3-1. And then we played them just recently, and we drew with them. We haven't beat Atlanta since Messi got here yet.
Yeah, Atlanta's not.
So no path was made easy for us because we played against Atlanta, and then
Yeah.
possibly Charlotte or Orlando, and then possibly Columbus in the Eastern Conference Finals. Like
Yeah.
there is no easy path laid down for us.
No way. No way. I mean, if anybody thinks that, they're crazy.
Now, what do you think was the weakest point of the team this year?
I think the weakest point this year has been the defense.
Okay, yeah,
I think
and
the
that's what
defense
I
is
would
pretty
assume everybody
simple.
would say. Right, I
Yeah.
think that's what everybody would say, right?
Yeah, chime in,
And
chat. What do you
everybody's-
think?
Yeah. So, and I think everybody would say the defense is the weakest part, and it's probably one of the worst in the league. Right? That's what probably everybody would say.
Yeah.
What if I told you that we have the 9th best defense in the league?
What?
Yeah.
In the
So I was-
league?
Yeah. So I was looking it up, and we gave up.
Ooh,
Oh, I'm sorry.
this is
I skipped.
facts.
Yes, 100%. We should have started Yannick
God
Bryce.
to God right there, dropping dimes.
But before I get there, yellow cards, we were surprisingly 4th in the league. I thought we would be 1st. We were 4th in the league in yellow cards. But you know who led the league in yellow cards?
No.
Thomas
I think we
Aviles.
talked-
Come on.
Oh, yes. I thought you meant by team. Sorry about that.
No. Yeah. Thomas Aviles. And here we go. Goals against. We allowed 49 goals. That's 9th best. Like, we're better than middle of the pack. There's only 8 teams that had a better defense than we did last year. And some of those allowed like 48 goals or 47. So it wasn't even a drastic difference. So defense isn't at a premium in this league. There's like 4 or 5 good defensive teams in this league. And the rest are just kind of like, bleh. You can score just about anybody.
But you know what I love about that stat, though, Danny, is that stat tells you it has absolutely nothing to do with the offensive input of that team. It's literally just entailing the defense of the team. So the fact that we're 9th, tied for 9th in the league, I mean, that says a lot. It's funny how aesthetically people look at this team and they say, this defense is god awful. And we're tied for 9th in the league for the best defense.
I'm going to tell you, look,
John is saying the midfield is the weakness. I don't know about that. I mean, the fact that it's very alternating and
Yeah,
we have
they
many
haven't built
pieces.
consistency. Yeah.
Yes, it hasn't been consistent. I don't want to say that it's weak. I feel like what ends up happening is that we have so many more pieces to play with that it makes it a little bit harder for us to manage.
All right. So let me talk to you about the defense, because everybody kills the defense this year, right?
Yeah.
So we allowed 49 goals. We're tied for 9th best, right? The teams that are tied for the 3 spots above us all allowed 48. So I think that's a wash, right?
Yeah.
There's only, I'd say 4, maybe you can count LAFC, 5 teams that have a good defense. You have LAFC, which allowed 43 goals.
Charlotte.
Well, yeah. I'm going in order. So
Okay.
43 goals, LAFC. Columbus allowed 40 goals. And then these are the top 3 defenses in the league. Houston, 39. Charlotte, 37. Seattle, 35.
Wow. Surprised not to see Nashville there.
Oh, no. Nashville was horrible this year.
Yeah,
Nashville
they're
allowed-
awful on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, no. Nashville was horrible this year. So, I mean, outside of those 5 teams, everybody's pretty bad on defense. So I wouldn't worry too much about our defense, because that's just the MLS in general. There's only 2 good defenses in the entire Eastern Conference, and it's Charlotte and Columbus. That's it. That's the extent of good defense in the Eastern Conference.
Well, and that's the scary part about Columbus, right? Is that they play a very good on defense, but then at the
And on
same
offense.
time, they have firepower on offense,
Yeah.
right? I mean, aside from that, Columbus, you're still in Ohio, buddy. Get over it.
And as far as goal differentials go, we had the 2nd best goal differential in the league. Who was number 1? Columbus. They
Oof.
had 32. They were at 32.
My goodness.
But that should tell you they had such a good defense, and they still only had 2 more goals up on us in goal differential because we score so much.
And this is a good question by Mitch. He's saying, I wonder how many of the goals we gave up were bangers from outside the box or on set pieces. I don't think we gave up too many goals on set pieces, but I do think that outside of the box, there might have been a couple that were pretty stingy because the midfield just allowed the flooding of players. You know,
that would probably take me some more time to look that up, but
yeah.
I could try to find that out. All right.
Shout out to Solana. Hit that like button, guys.
And then we had 6 clean sheets. I don't know why. I can't remember 6 clean sheets. That seems like a lot to me. And I know it's not a lot like overall. That's actually a very low
Yeah.
number of clean sheets. But do you remember 6 clean sheets? Because I was
No, I
surprised.
don't.
I thought it was a lot less than that.
I don't. I do remember, if I'm not mistaken, I know we had a clean sheet with Ustari. I don't know if CJ Dos Santos had a clean sheet.
No, I believe Drake had 5 of them.
Yeah, and then Ustadi had the last one, or the
Mhm.
second to last one. So, but I don't remember it because obviously it didn't happen. It happened less often than not. So, and Mr. Krabs is even questioning it. Mr. Krabs notices everything.
Yeah.
We got 6 clean sheets. Yeah, we did, buddy. That's what the website says. Oh, that's right. Mr. Krabs saying CJ Dos Santos has a clean sheet, but it was in the League's Cup.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
First time we get to do this, Danny. I'm going to bring up this comment and you could go ahead and since you were complaining that I didn't do my homework, we got Slam. Alejandro.
Slam. Shout out to you. Thank you.
Shout out to you. You were the official first Super Slam with a new
Chris
a new
actually
soundbite.
Chris got annoyed that I called him out for that, and he actually made a few of them. So
yes, I did. So if you guys want to see it, drop like a couple bucks there, and then we'll play like 3 more, and that's it. We're exhausted after 3. I'm working on it in the shop. He says verbal agreement with Neymar for 2025. MSN is on, guys. The topic, but super happy for the news. Hell yeah.
I don't know where you got that news. I've always figured that he was going to come. I thought it would be in 2026 for the new stadium. 2025 would be pretty awesome. I know some people were saying that maybe he'll come in 2025 to play in the FIFA World Cup for clubs, but that World Cup for clubs is going to be played in June before the transfer window opens in July. So he wouldn't be coming for that. But I have not heard about that or that verbal agreement, but I do think it's happening. I've told you, I'll bet my house that Neymar and Messi are both playing in 2026 on Inter Miami. And I'll bet absolutely anything on that. I am almost 100% sure that's happening.
I believe it anyway. Alejandro, I'm taking your word for it. Sonador says, I saw that also. You know what? It's official, guys. Boom. 2 people have confirmed, more than enough. Okay. So, Dennis, if you're asking, is that for real? According to 2 sources, it is for real. According, allegedly, to 2 secret sources.
So now, continuing here. No.
Well, I know that you had the image of what we projected in the beginning of the season, right? As far as, so you don't remember when we did the preview for the season, we ended up having a couple images in terms of like how many goals we're going to score, what the record's going to be, what the assists are. I mean, I don't know if you remember.
I remember that, but no, I didn't get that. No.
Yeah, I should have saved it. But listen, I know that the best part about it is that I feel like we sort of surpassed a lot of expectations. I mean, there's things where we probably would have expected, here and there with the trophies, right? Yeah, go ahead.
No, can I give you some interesting stats?
Sure, hit me.
All right, Lucho Acosta won the MVP last year, right?
Yeah,
he had 14 assists. That was his assist line for the year that he won MVP, right? Everybody says that he makes everybody around him better.
Oh yeah.
Jordi Alba this year, 14 assists.
Ouch.
Jordi Alba, under the radar, had himself one hell of a year. One hell of a year. He had 14 assists. Go ahead.
I just want to interrupt everybody right now. 85th minute, Montreal and Atlanta. It's still 2-1. Atlanta's winning, and then now Montreal got a PK.
Mm-hmm.
Things are getting a little crazy.
No, it's outside the box. They didn't call it a PK.
Well, it doesn't matter.
All right. Another stat. Yannick Bright ended the season with in second place for most interceptions per 90 minutes. So, shout out to Yannick Bright. Second in second in the league for interceptions per 90 minutes, which I think is a pretty big deal. Yannick Bright, I think he helped change the defense during the summertime, and that's when our defense finally started taking a step up. So shout out to Yannick Bright for that one.
That's huge, dude. That's huge. I'm trying to look for the image of what we did in the preview earlier this year, and I can't find it.
So our top goal scorers this year: Suarez, Messi. Who do you think was number 3?
Top goal scorer: Suarez, Messi, and the other one I'd have to say probably. I don't know whether to go with Matias Rojas.
Oh, everybody's saying it's going to VAR. All right, well, because this is a podcast and we can't just have you humming, Campana with 8 goals is the second.
Oh, that's your boy. That's your boy.
That is my boy. That's what everybody likes to remind me of. He's my boy.
And look, Dennis Lopez, vomit face, probably Campana.
It was Campana.
So
who do you think was leading in assist, third in assists?
Third in assist. Well, okay, so you have Jordi Alba up there.
Jordan.
Wow, that's actually very interesting. Gressel?
Yep.
Okay.
Gressel.
On point. Yeah.
There you go.
Facilitator.
Well,
Facilitator.
So this was an interesting season, man. I thought that it was really great. The most chances created on the team was by Jordi Alba. I mean, Jordi Alba had himself one hell of a year. Who do you think had the most successful tackles per 90 minutes? It was a tie, actually.
Well, I mean, obviously, we just mentioned Yannick Bright, so I would imagine he's tied.
Yep.
Right. The only other one I would say is Busquets.
David Ruiz.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Listen, right now we're. I mean, this is happening as we speak. Todd the God saying Joseph Martinez taking the pen versus his former club, and then Justin Blair saying that Tommy one time might be tardy today.
Yeah.
So,
by the way, we're going battered MLS fans at 10 o'clock. Tommy one time is supposed to be there. I was hoping because we were going to talk about the first round, but maybe he won't make it to the first round.
Oh my goodness. It's not 2-2 yet. Is it, Mr. Krabs? No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm refreshing Google right now. It's not Google official.
Well, for the people that tuned in just to talk about the Inter Miami recap, anything else that you want to talk about as far as Inter Miami? I think this was a legendary season. Tata, I think, showed his worth during the summer. Yannick Bright, I think, balled out. Ian Frey was a great moment, like you said, when he came back. He showed his merit when he came back. He played. How many minutes did Ian Frey play this season? Do you know? Well, of course, you don't know off the top of your head.
No, off the top of my head, I have absolutely no idea.
Ian Frey played 653 minutes. He played in 14 games. You know who else is an unsung hero this season? That needs to get a little more credit. Noah Allen.
Yes.
Noah Allen did not get consistent playing time, but whenever he was called upon, he played and performed well. Out of position because he is naturally a left back and he played center back. I thought that he did a great job. So shout out to Noah Allen.
I think that Yannick Bright and Noah Allen, both of them, having to step in a way where they were getting no minutes, little to no minutes, and having to play productive minutes, not just like filler minutes.
Okay.
Actually be an asset on the team.
Who is your biggest surprise that you're like, okay, this guy surprised me. I'm glad he played well. And then we'll do biggest disappointment.
So I would say a biggest surprise to me would probably be Gressel.
Okay, that's a good
one. I would
one.
say Gressel because I didn't expect him to have such a great outing, especially since he was sort of being misplaced all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
What about yours?
Biggest surprise, I want to go with Noah Allen. I'll say Yannick Bright. Yannick Bright because he came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I knew we drafted him, but like who really comes out of the draft and makes a big difference? But Yannick Bright ended up making a huge difference. I'd say Yannick Bright. And then biggest disappointment. I already have one off the top of my head.
and I think you and I are both probably gonna agree with this one. Unfortunately,
All right, who?
I'm gonna have to say biggest disappointment for me was Robert Taylor.
Oh no, nah, that wasn't for me. For
I
me, it
mean,
was Federico Redondo.
oh, that's a good one.
I really thought that he would do a lot more.
Yeah.
But he disappointed me, honestly.
Well, I was going to mention Robert Taylor because if you kind of put together all the minutes that he's played, I'm pretty sure that anybody that's looking at the team without any biases would probably say that he underperformed, I guess. Because if it's not him, I would probably
He
have
played more minutes than Messi.
Yeah, I would. If it's not him, I would probably say Campana. But I imagine that he played significantly more minutes than Campana.
He played
So I can't
400 more
even.
minutes than Campana, yeah.
Yeah. So the thing is, Robert Taylor for me. I mean, he's one of my favorite players on this team. But unfortunately, the way that this team is sort of constructed, everything's coming from the right side, and if it's coming from the left, it's going through Alba.
Mm-hmm.
So he's kind of getting overshadowed from that side.
And then Tati said Farias didn't do anything. Yeah, I mean, but he didn't play this season.
I think that Farias also would have gotten overshadowed by Jordi Alba if he played in the left wing. Everybody thinks that he's going to come in and make this huge difference. That guy's a garbage bag.
Can I clarify something?
Well, Mike B, you need to get off that bus real quick, buddy.
I need to clarify something because people are saying that I went Redondo over Campana and that they don't understand. The only time I criticized Campana was because I didn't think he was performing to his DP status.
Yeah.
Once he was no longer a DP, I think he's a great backup. I want him to stay here. I want him to be the backup striker. I don't get it. I don't get why everybody's getting on me. And you can't say that he was playing like a DP either. So I don't understand.
Maybe
just because I was criticizing his DP status doesn't mean I hate the guy.
Maybe I went with a little heavy on the hyperbole there, Soccer Daddy. I'm sorry. Farias is not garbage.
That's nothing new.
But I mean, yeah, I tend to do that. I speak a little bit in extremes. But aside from that, I feel like anybody that goes on the left side.
2 games.
Yeah, he did win us 2 games. Anybody that goes on the left side is going to get overshadowed by such a great player like Jordi Alba.
Well, I think that's why Diego Gomez plays well with Alba there because Diego
he doesn't
Gomez
want to do anything.
Yeah, he's all over the place. He's usually more in the midfield than he's up top anyway.
Yeah.
He's a true box-to-box. Even when he's playing left wing, he's playing that box-to-box role.
And the problem is that Robert Taylor's approach is not a crosser. He's not a crosser. Mm-hmm. He's willing to cut it in on you instead of cross it.
And then he'll go upper 90.
Exactly. But the problem is that Jordi Alba does what this team wants him to do, which is low cross to Messi.
And for the record, we wouldn't have the record if a lot of things didn't happen.
Yes.
Like, for example, if Messi doesn't score that 93rd minute game tire against the Galaxy, the second game of the season, right, and salvage that 1 point, we would have ended up tying the record, right? So to break this record, every point matters, literally, because we beat it by 1 point. So you can point to a bunch of games. Alfonso, if Alfonso doesn't score that 1 goal where he wins the game for us, we don't win. Like, so it's all over the place.
I want to mention a couple comments. Mr. Krabs saying, Chris and Danny, you're jealous. You don't have the Spanish soap opera look that Campana has. I mean, he looks like a poppy.
I don't want that look.
You don't want that? You don't want that Spanish soap opera look? That main character guy, dramatic music, arguing with his girlfriend?
If you could choose between having that look or like a Magic Mike look, which one would you go with?
I'd probably go with the Magic Mike.
Yeah. And that's not a soap opera.
That's not a soap opera, but Channing Tatum is Channing Tatum.
I'm more of a wearing a fitted kind of hat type of deal. So like, I'd go with that.
Now, Dennis is saying Robert Taylor is getting wasted here. I don't like it. I feel like he is not getting wasted here.
He's gonna go flourish somewhere.
Yes, he would. Him and Campana are the 2 people that I feel like would definitely flourish in other teams out of everybody in this team.
Like Julian Carranza. When Julian Carranza ended up in Philadelphia,
Yeah.
We're like, where the hell was this guy? That's what Campana 100%. And I've said it all the time. Campana goes to another team, he's gonna ball out. And you know what's gonna happen when that happens? Here comes Mike V, and everybody, you see, you talk crap about Campana. I didn't talk crap about Campana. I said he was having a crap season for his DP status. That's all.
Mike V saying that we need to build a bronze statue for Campana for winning us the points record.
And let's build the gold one for Alfonso. Like everybody needs it.
little mini statues like Disney has.
Yeah. You know, that would be pretty cool. Like every big moment. Like I'm telling you, that Messi draw in LA against the Galaxy, that game we got our ass kicked. Like Galaxy should have beat us like 3-4 to 0 or to 1, but somehow Drake stood on his head. And I have a Campana shirt. It says Campapi on it. And then Messi saved us, and he got that 1 point for us, and then that was it. Like without that point, we don't get it. So
does that mean we have to make a statue for Indiana Vassilev?
He had nothing to do with us this year.
Yeah, but he scored 3 goals in like 5 seconds.
It was 2 goals in 11 minutes, and that has nothing to do with this season.
Yeah, okay. I'm just asking. Can we make one for Emerson Rodriguez too?
Yeah, let's do that.
You know.
Yeah. Drake deserves a statue. He has 2 big, huge moments. You know how else we don't get that record? If Drake doesn't block that PK by Cucho.
Mm-hmm.
So,
how about this one? Would Brek Shea get a statue?
Can somebody explain to me the Brek Shea love? I've never understood why everybody's obsessed with Brek Shea. And not that I don't like him, but I never understood the cult because he has like a cult following. Like everywhere I look, everybody loves Brek Shea, and I never understood why.
I mean, because he's like America's man, and he looks like he drinks Miller Lite.
Is that Budweiser?
Or no, not Budweiser. He drinks better stuff like Coors.
Isn't Budweiser like the most American beer?
It is the most American beer, but now Coors has like trains running through our American mountains. Shout out, and just in case anybody is wondering, not to get politicky or anything, it's early voting here in Florida, so take advantage and go vote. Okay, let your voice be heard. I just want to say that.
Okay. All right. I think we're gas bagging at this point. It was a great season. 22 wins. Not the most wins by any team in a season, though. DC United and the Galaxy both won 24 games at one point. So that is technically the most wins, even though we have the most points. It's still an awesome season. I'm really happy that we got to live through it. And, I mean, it's not complete yet. So we still got to win the Cup. That starts on Friday. We don't know against Atlanta or Montreal. So I'm going to tune in to watch that now. And if you have nothing going on at 10 o'clock, please do us a favor. Oh, I see Tommy writing no, so something happened. I was going to PKs. So, yes, I will be tuning into that now. PKs are so stressful. So, yeah, that's it. I'm out of it because now I'm fully invested in the PKs. So, Chris, do you have any final words?
Estebanditos asking, Chris, who should we IMCF fans vote for? My name is Jeff. Says it perfectly. Write my name. Put my name on the bottom. I did that. I voted for myself. I'm allowed to do
Chris,
that.
You know how you always wanted to do a watch along?
Yes.
You want to just do a watch along here?
Like here right now?
Yeah, we're watching the game. I'm watching it. Are you watching it?
I mean, no, I'm not watching it because I didn't know whether to put it on or not. Do you want to do that? You want to mix the watch along with this?
Might as well. Everybody seems. Look, the chat has been more invested in the game going on. That's why I don't like recording while there's games going on. Been more invested.
All right, hold on. Justin Blair wants to. Justin Blair's asking us to do it. Hold on. So I'm gonna bring this up. Hopefully, I'm gonna mute myself in a couple seconds so that way we don't get. Hold on. Tommy ATL is asking for an invite. So if you want, send him the link, and we'll just fire it off. We should just start the Battered MLS channel with the watch along, and then just bring everybody else on at the same time. Would you guys do that? Would you guys transfer over to the MLS page? We go on there, watch along right now.
You know I wouldn't do it because that's cool for people watching live, but for anybody that watches it after the fact, like tomorrow or something, they think it's really weird the way we're starting the show.
Yeah, well, I don't know. They could fly a kite. I'm gonna put
Well,
watch
if you
live
are on
with me.
audio and you already know the results of this game, I'm sorry, but you could tune us out or you could stay on here or we keep gas bagging because at this point it's going to be the last 20 minutes is going to be just basically us gas bagging
Okay.
and just having a good time here while they but I thought it was going to PKs. Why are they taking so long to start this thing?
I got it up. I got it up right now. I'm chilling like a villain. Let's go, baby. Hold on. Let me get my charger so that way I
Ooh, was
can.
that Joseph Martinez talking crap to Brad Guzman?
That was. That's Joseph. Here we go, baby. Let's go. You better light that candle, Tommy, one time.
I sent you the invite, by the way, Tommy. So you feel free to jump on whenever you're ready. Tommy will be joining us on the Battered MLS Fans. Yeah, let me see it. So while this is going on, would you have rather keep Joseph over Campana?
That's a good question. Because we would have
I
had
know
him on the
Messi probably
cheap.
would have because Messi loved him. Him
We
and
would've gotten
Messi
him on
were
the cheap.
cool. And you would have gotten him on the cheap. He wouldn't have been a DP. Was he a DP? No, he wasn't. He was a DP. It's just that we weren't paying him. Atlanta was
Yes.
paying him, and had that DP spot for him. Look, for those of you guys, just so you know, I sent the invite. I sent the invite to Tommy. So if he doesn't jump on, it's because he's scared. Oh, and Joseph's gonna be the first penalty kicker. So
it's already starting. Okay, it is
Oh,
starting. Look at Mr. Clean, baby.
Look, and Alejandro says he wouldn't take Joseph over Campana. I think I might. I think I might.
Oh my goodness. Look at Tommy one time. Look at nervous as hell. Look at him.
Oh yeah, no,
Standing
PKs
up.
are the worst.
Are
Yeah,
there any
PKs are the
rituals
worst.
right now? Joseph's getting ready. Hold on. He's backing up.
I'm going to take my pants off. That's usually the good luck thing.
I would do that. I would do that if
Oh,
I
yeah.
were you.
And this is Tommy's boy too, Joseph.
Oh my goodness.
So-
Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Getting revved up. Getting revved up.
Oh,
Back.
there you
Boom. Top right corner. Are you kidding
Oh
me?
man,
Damn it!
and that's your
Top
boy too.
right corner. Are you watching it? Is the TV behind the camera right now?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So you're locked in.
I will tell you, I did bet $100 on Joseph to score a goal tonight. I did not want him to score 3.
Okay, here we
man.
go.
That's what you get.
So we got
Shut
what
up,
is this?
Tina.
We got Sirwa setting up.
Oh my
What's
God,
this guy?
Dax.
Dax McCarty is going to be the first taker.
Do you know how bad our team is?
Dax McCarty
Well,
is.
how
your
do you
first
guys always
penalty
play
taker.
well against us then?
Because you guys suck.
Hold on, this guy. First of all, Dax McCarty looks like he is shitting his pants.
Let's go!
He sets up. Oh my God,
Well,
you're
I
ahead
guess
though, dude.
He's ahead. He's ahead.
Oh my goodness.
Refresh your
Wait,
thing or get better internet.
what do you have like an internal
Let's
feed
go!
from Atlanta?
Oh my God, this
Hold
guy
on.
got an Anaheim Mighty Ducks back there.
Hold on. What's happening right now on your screen right now? Is Dax McCarty walking back?
Yeah, he's walking back right now.
Tommy.
Okay.
Do you have a Christmas tree up yet? So I know you have a Christmas tree that you just never take down.
I took it down, actually.
Oh, you took it down this year?
It's in the closet.
Well, it's in the closet.
Oh,
Tina said out.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, good for you. No, I remember last year we had an episode like in September and you had the Christmas tree up already.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was a year.
I'll wait. Should I wait my reaction?
No,
by
no,
5
you
seconds?
go. You react. You react.
No,
Go,
you react
do your thing. You have
freely
fun.
as slowly you can. Oh
Let's
my
go,
goodness.
Brad!
Oh my God, this guy has the best feed of all time, Danny. I'm like, I'm like
let me tell you
hours behind.
Brad.
Here's
I can't
Yeah, go
stand
ahead,
Brad
Danny.
Guzman. I can't stand that guy.
no, he's awful. He's
Brad
an
Guzan?
awful.
I
Yeah,
can't stand him.
I
Oh,
want.
Brad, shut up.
Let me ask you a question. You guys would be lucky if Bryce Duke takes a penalty kick.
Oh my God, he is the worst penalty kicker in the
He is literally the worst. Is he even? Hold on. Who's this guy?
I don't think he's even playing. Look at this guy.
Who's this guy with his little
It's
comb
Seth
over?
Rollins. That's Seth Rollins over there.
Yeah, he's
Let's
gonna
go!
take- Oh my God. Like we can't even comment on this because he is no. And you keep doing your thing, Tommy.
Good. Look, let me tell you something, Tommy. I'm rooting for you guys. I want you guys on Friday.
I want you
guys
all
on
the
Friday.
time.
You know that you guys are the only team that we haven't beaten. We haven't been able to beat you guys since Messi's arrived.
I've been living it. I know these answers. I know these things.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. I have to reload this because Tommy has the greatest feed of all time.
Yeah. No, I want to play the best teams, Alejandro. Give me Atlanta. I wanna kick their ass.
Hold on. Who's this setting up to kick? A Montreal player. I mean, Montreal already has an X. Dude, you guys are cooked, Montreal. This guy's gonna blow it. Oh, he did a little thingy thing. Okay.
No, that's it. Atlanta just has to make sure that they convert with their next three, and they're good.
Look, this guy's giving kisses to the stands. Like, who cares about you, guy?
Yeah. Was he Terrence and Phillip from South
Yeah.
Park?
Yeah. What is this guy? This guy thinks he's the president, giving kisses to everybody in the stands. Get out of here, guy.
Was his name Saputo?
There's no way.
That's quite the name. If that's his name, Saputo.
There's no way.
Turn around, guy. I want to see the back of your shirt.
I hate.
Oh, Brad
this
Guzan looks
keeper,
like
I
he's
hate his
locked in.
face.
Yeah, no, this guy's
Guzan?
the worst.
Yes!
Is that Bryce?
Yes!
Oh, there we go.
Yes!
Bottom right corner.
That's it. You just got to convert two more. Oh, it's Saliba?
Yeah, but what if?
Oh, Saputo's the name of the stadium. Saliba. Man, I thought you for a second you were talking about Arsenal there. Oh,
Hold on.
Saputo's
Miami
the name
King
of
is
the stadium.
saying 7-6. Is that what you think that it's gonna finish at, Miami
Man,
King?
he has even better internet. That guy's living in the future.
No, this guy is. Hold on.
That
It's
guy's living in the
Saliba.
future.
Yeah, and then Todd Lewis saying Saliba is a stud.
Go away, Todd. No one wants to hear that.
I look, Todd's just trying to
Wait,
drop
is that
gems.
Billy Todd?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's Todd the God.
Todd the God.
Oh, go away, Todd.
All right, hold on.
Oh
Let's
my
react to
God! I
it.
thought he blocked it.
Oh, that was close.
If
That
Brad
was
could grow
close.
hair, he would have blocked it with his hair.
He could have. He should have been wearing a wig or something. He needs to grow a mullet. Oh man,
my
right under the
God.
pit.
God, you know Drake would have stopped that.
Oh yeah, Drake for sure would have locked that up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is. I mean, and first of all, Tommy has the greatest internet coverage of all time. I just want that to be known.
Spectrum, baby.
Yeah, it's Spectrum.
Oh my
I
God,
don't
we
Derek
even have
Williams
that on
is
here?
taking a.
we do.
Let's
It's in the beat.
go! One more.
Look at this.
One more.
Oh,
One
that was
more.
that.
Yeah, that was super. I mean, like that kick happened 45 minutes ago.
All right, well, Guzan blocks this one and it's over. Guzan blocks this and it's over. Like I said, I want it. I want it. I want it on Friday.
Come on, Brad. You beautiful, bald, sexy man. Let's do it.
That's anything but.
Beautiful, bald son of a bitch.
Let's see. Oh man, I mean, it's lock-in time right now.
Bill Saint? Oh no. This guy has
Till
nail
Saint?
polish. No.
No way. He's got nail polish on his fingers.
Yeah.
Look at
Oh,
Guzan.
I hope he kicks it 50 rows it up.
Look at this.
He looks
Guzan.
nervous. It's a wrap.
He
He's
does look
at
nervous.
him.
Yeah, he looks
All right.
nervous. Oh, this
It's a
guy.
wrap. He
He's blowing
missed
this.
already.
Oh,
Oh, well, I mean, by the
Oh, look.
response of Tommy, because he's a thousand years into the future already.
we have
All right.
flying cars here right now.
Yeah.
You know what's the
I
positive
imagine
thing?
that.
Is that everybody in the chat is delayed by like a second or two. So they're watching it at the same time that Tommy's getting it. It's us that are getting spoiled.
Yeah. This
All
is
right,
is.
Here we go.
Oh my God, Saba. Oh my God, Saba.
Imagine this gets
Oh,
blocked.
And it's Saba. Oh, Saba time.
Oh baby.
Imagine this gets blocked. Danny, what are the chances?
Shut
$2.
up.
$2
I don't
that gets
need
blocked,
you.
Danny.
Fuck the guy's face.
What is Mr. Krabs saying? I know he's in there talking crap.
Tommy, he's saying Tommy's gonna have his Joker origin story.
Oh, he did say crap. Here we go. Let's go to the mall. Ah!
Yeah, that's it, game
24/7,
over.
baby.
It's upside down.
Shut
There we
up.
go. All right. So now we know we got Atlanta on Friday. So we got 2 games, and then we're gonna have 2 weeks off because we don't have to play the third one.
We're
And then
coming
we have
for
the
you.
international.
Shut up. We're coming for you.
We're taking you out
We're
of 2
coming
games.
for you. We're coming
I'm
for
glad.
you.
This is what I wanted. I am so excited. Let's go. There we go. So
I'll
the
see you
one team
soon.
that we haven't been able to beat, I love it. I love it. Battered MLS fans, Tommy, I'll see you in about 10 minutes.
Good day.
All right. All right. So
Well, I mean, that does it for us, right?
yeah, that's it. Battered MLS fans at 10 o'clock. We'll have Tommy on. We're gonna have somebody from Cincy, Justin Blair. We're gonna have Columbus on. We're gonna have Charlotte on. A lot of shit talkers today. So it should be interesting. We're talking the Eastern Conference first round. Now we know it's Miami, Atlanta, and then we got Cincy, NYCFC, Columbus, Red Bulls, and Orlando, Charlotte. So it should be a fun episode.
That's the
Yeah.
perfect way to cap it off right there.
We said, look, we're going to have 2 weeks off. We're going to beat them on Friday. We'll beat them in Atlanta, and then we're going to have 2 weeks off before we play against either Orlando or Charlotte. So it's going to be a good time. Any final words there, Chris?
Let's go, baby.
Did you enjoy your first watch along?
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, I wish Tommy didn't have to spoil it living in 2035.
Yeah, that's true. All right, and if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the channel. And again, Battered MLS fans, go ahead on YouTube if you haven't already subscribed. Check it out, and we're going to be going live in about 10 minutes. So we'll see you guys then. Please don't go anywhere. Just jump on to Battered MLS fans. We'll be live in 10 minutes. So if you're listening on audio, we appreciate you listening all the way in. Please like, subscribe, share. YouTube, like, subscribe, and on the chat, as always, you guys are the best part of the show. We appreciate you hanging out with us for the last 50 minutes. And again, Battered MLS fans in 10 minutes. So we'll see you guys then. And until the next one, have a good one.